Hey everybody, I hope you're having an absolutely amazing January 1st. How is the first day of a new year? How are you doing? Who stayed up super late? We didn't go to bed till I think 2:30 in the morning. So as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? I feel like my voice is hoarse, got a hoarse voice. We played volleyball for hours with some friends last night, and if I play a sport, I'm super competitive, and I'm like screaming at the kids in a nice way, like, get the ball, it's yours, and we had a lot of fun. We stayed up until 2:30, and we had a great time. Like, we brought in the new year with some friends, went home, had a really great conversation with our kids. We did communion as a family and just talked about the things that we were thankful for until 2:30, and then of course went to bed. So how are you doing? Where are you tuning in from? A couple things real quick. So as you're tuning in, the video title of the video has a whole bunch of winners. So we chose some winners for the last couple of videos, and this is what we are going to do. So for a 30-day challenge, all you're going to do is you're going to come on here every single day. If you're brand new, I'm going to talk about it in a second. If you've been watching the last couple lives, we're going to pick some winners throughout the weeks. As you're checking in, you're not going to know what the prize is going to be. But here's what I hope that we can help you with. I want to just help you create some habits, right? So whether your goals are to eat better, drink more water, work out a certain amount of times every week. Like, my goal is to work out five days a week. I usually take off the weekends. And like today, I've eaten great, like no sugar. Like, the food part is pretty simple for me because we've been doing it for a long time. I always have a water bottle with me. So a goal is to get up and read every single day. Like, there's things that I have done over time that have created habits, but I didn't do all of them at once. So whatever you're working on right now or for the next 30 days, then next month you can add something else on, right? Or in 2 weeks when you're like, oh yeah, I got this. I feel like I've got my food, better under control, or I've been reading for 2 weeks every day and I feel like my mindset is better. When you feel like you've created a habit, then you can add something new, right? So we have been talking about reading, and I chose 10 people to earn a book. So if your name is on the list, send me your address and I'm going to mail you a book. We'll be drawing. The reason, here's the deal. I'm going to come on every single day. I'll probably make a post in the morning, do a live sometime throughout the day. You can check in anytime throughout the day, morning or night. Just pop in and go, I'm here, today is my day, whatever, this is what I'm focused on. I want you to check in because I want you to know that you could win something for checking in, right? But also it creates a habit. If you're doing something every day for a certain period of time, you're going to get into the routine of doing it. So today, sometime whenever you are done doing what you're doing, if your goal was to work out every single day, or I got to the end of the day and I chose great meals, my goal was to read a chapter every day, whatever it is, check in, and I'm going to be drawing for I might give away my mom fuel, maybe I'll find some shaker bottles, I've got a lot more books, so whatever it is, check in, and we'll just be randomly picking some winners, right? So it's just an incentive for you to come, have some fun, know that the community's here to help you. So how is your today going? Some of you've been already telling me I'm not starting until Monday. That's fine. But what is it? So what is it that you're doing? Did you start today? Are you starting on Monday? Are you gathering all your materials? We have some friends coming to stay with us. And so I need to prep. I need to prep some good crock pot meals. I'm going to go home today in just a little bit. I'm at my church. I'm going to go home and probably plan for an entire week and do as much healthy, low carb, better option crock pot meals for a week. that is my goal today, is to prep for a week, because we are going to have some friends come and stay. It's going to be great. So 10 of you won, I think. So the names are Shannon. We've got Shannon, Mandy, Renee, Cindy, Janine. Did I say that right? Janet, I don't know. Sorry. Lilia, Angie, Tabitha, Mary, and Anna. So you want a book. And the reason I pushed self-development so much is because I feel like if I didn't get up in the morning and if I didn't read or get my mindset right, like, how many of you, if you sleep in and you don't get the things accomplished that you wanted in the morning, feel like it kind of directs the rest of your day? But if you get up and, you get your workout done and you have your coffee or your quiet time or you read, it really sets the course of your day. So I have a ton of amazing books that I've read over the years. I love self-development books. I am not a fictional reader. If it is not going to teach me something, if I can't learn and grow from it, I'm not going to read. So this is just a fun, simple read. My favorite book that I've read probably 8-10 times is called The Last Arrow by Erwin McManus. It's called The Last Arrow by Erwin McManus. I just told one of you earlier today, go read the book. It is so wonderful. He's a pastor in LA. I just love the book. If you have something that you're reading that you're like, this is changing my life, post what you're reading below, right? Share what is changing your life. I talk about the book Atomic Habits because it truly helps create habits by James Clear. I have a bazillion books. What I will actually do for you is I'm going to go and take a picture of all the Audible books that are my favorite. I'm going to post them in my stories. You can watch my stories on Instagram or you can watch my stories here on Facebook as they upload. So I'll share with you some of my favorite books today. Otherwise, I just want to come on and just ask how you were doing. Do you have your meals prepped for the week? It's Friday, so I usually take the weekend and get ready for the following week, whether it's grocery store shopping, prepping my menu, which I'm going to do crock pot stuff, so be watching for that. We'll probably be eating a lot of simple things like low-carb chili, chicken tacos. My girls want some sloppy joes. I usually put them in a low-carb wrap or a lettuce wrap. The girls might have buns. And you have to also understand, I usually don't make more than one meal. We're going to be hosting a family for a while, so I'll give different options. I'll buy buns for all of the other kids, but I won't eat them. So mainly because I just don't feel good when I do. But I'm here to help. So please know that you can always message me, ask questions, tune into the page. There's not a great way to search for recipes here on the page, but if you go to KetoMomSecrets.com, so it's all one word, KetoMomSecrets.com, and we've been putting recipes over there for you to be able to find easier. Otherwise, you've just got to scroll through the page here, or if you go on Instagram, you can kind of look through the pictures and then get some ideas. We do not eat like complicated meals. We keep it super, super simple. So I've got friends that make recipes for me. I've got a wonderful friend named Liz who creates recipes and takes pictures. And so some of them on here are mine, some of them are not, but they are all made from friends. So I've got a friend named Mandy that shares things, and Jessica and another Mandy. So some of them are mine, some of them are some of our friends. And so they're all tried by somebody who I know personally that love them. But we eat really simple. We eat tacos a lot. We eat like shepherd's pie. Does anybody like shepherd's pie? We love just meat and vegetables and salads. So if it has a ton of ingredients, I'm probably not going to make it. But I love to tell people, find your core meals that are simple, everybody loves them. You're not feeling like you've got to make two separate meals. They can be versatile, right? Maybe your kids love chips on taco meat, taco chips and cheese, and you could use lettuce wraps, right? Figure out what your 5 favorite meals are. We keep it so simple. And then when you get, extra time or you want to go scour the internet or Pinterest and look for some fun meals for you to try, we do that on the weekends. We'll usually try something different, but everything else we do is so simple. So don't think that I'm slaving away in the kitchen. I'm not. Like, the faster I can make a meal and get on with her day, the better for me. Some of you love to be in the kitchen, and I think that's amazing. For those of you who've been asking for the carbs and the calories and the fats and the proteins, I don't cook like that. Years and years ago, I would watch that a little bit better. So if you're looking for recipes that have all of the specific carb count, fats and proteins and all that, you're not going to grab it here, but we do share meals that you can just go ahead and throw in low carb keto options and have a great, better meal for you. So that is not my skill set. I don't have time to do that, but for those of you who do, I think that's incredible. We do have 4 daughters. We homeschool, and we just really, truly focus on living a low carb, sometimes strict keto, sometimes not. Our kids are not keto, but really choosing a better option to create a lifestyle that we can do forever and ever and ever, right? So we feel great. We're teaching our children the power of food and helping them be able to understand how their body feels, choosing the best options possible, drinking more water, moving their body, reading, and helping them understand that as they grow into teenagers and as adults, when they get to be where we are all at today, they're not struggling with their weight, but they feel great, right? So teaching your kids habits as you're going along will set them up for success in the future. Wouldn't you would love to have that back when you were a kid, having somebody help you, teach and guide you to be able to understand, like, when you're hungry, you eat, choosing better options, right? We don't need to snack if we're not hungry. Like, truly listening to our body, it would be pretty incredible, wouldn't it? So check in every single day. I'm here to help. Ask questions. You can ask questions below. You can private message me. I am 100% here to help you. Congratulations to the winner of today's book. Message me with your address and we'll get those in the mail this week. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Remember this: if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Maybe write it down. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So get out your notebooks, create a vision board, a dream board. We're working on that in our home today. And here's my last tip for you. I'm working on where I'm going to put it in my home. But I'm going to be creating a remember wall. And it's going to be a wall that I'm going to write down everything throughout the entire year from today until the end of the year, December 31st, 2021. And what I love about a remember wall is we all are going to have days or weeks or a month that we didn't love. You might have a time that you slip up. But if you can look back and remember all the things that you've been blessed with or the things that you felt like you accomplished, so what I do is I usually find a place to put it in my house. It might be on the back of a door, or I really want a really big chalkboard on one of my walls. I'm not sure if I can find that today. But I'm going to write remember or blessings wall, whatever you want to call it, 2021. And I'll write January, and I'll keep all of the amazing things that we are blessed with, the goals that we achieve, the things that we accomplish through January. And I'm just going to write some little bullet points. And then I'll do the same thing for February and same thing for March. And it'll create a long list that we can go and see. So if we have a bad day, or maybe we're not seeing the breakthrough that we want in a certain area, we can go back to that wall and go, but look at all of the things that we have accomplished. Look at all of the things that we have done or we've achieved or we've been blessed with, right? I think it's important to remember. I think what I'll probably do is in a little spot, just write down all of the things that we can remember from 2020 that we were already blessed with, right? So I think it's important to go, yes, we may have had a rough year. The entire world may have been shaken up a little bit, but what were the good things that happened? What were the things that happened to us last year that we were 100% blessed with that we don't want to forget, right? So I think it's super important. Do it with your family. Do it by yourself. It doesn't matter, because when you hit a roadblock, it's important to remember how far you've come. So that's what we're working on. I'll share it with you on the stories when it's done. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm always here to help, and we'll talk to you soon.